Welcome everybody to What's Up Bolt. Sorry for the minor glitch there. I am Fernando Ramirez here to break down Chargers versus the Cincinnati Bengals. Welcome everybody. Sorry we had to switch some things around and do it today instead of doing it our usual Thursday. Had to move some stuff around, but we are here. Dan and Daygo told me you have to be on time. Be on time. I am on time. It is 6:45. Thank you guys so much for jumping on here. I know we'll be getting people as we usually do as it gets going. We do have a special guest who will be joining us at 7 p.m. So make sure you guys are excited. You guys are ready because at 7 p.m. we will be having somebody join us. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll have some laughs as we usually do. Dan and Daygo will break some film down for us. And we'll have the latest from Jim Harbaugh and everybody from the Chargers. So, yeah, let's get into it and let's go with the intro.
Compas on the beat. Let's get it. Let's go.
Yeah. So we're Compas.
Yeah, we are.
There you go.
There you go. Okay, all right. We got proof right there.
Some guy that seems like he's asleep. Need you to wake up, Gilbert. There's a lot of energy.
Come on,
going
Gilbert.
here.
Let's go.
Come on. Dan and Daygo is at Moe's.
I'll show you. I'll show you. I got it right.
Okay, that's it. You guys, I am done with mine, but that's pretty much it. Couldn't get better than a 2026 6th-round pick swap for a 7th-rounder. So
Freaking love you, Chad.
Hey, dude. Cool, man.
Compas on the beat, man. Derwin James signing off, man. Watch Compas on the beat, man.
Ooh, welcome to Compas on the Beat. I am Fernando Ramirez. Obviously, this is What's Up Bolts. I apologize. That always gets me because Derwin James, Charger safety, introduces it and says, watch Compas on the Beat. By the way, I was talking to him the other day and he goes, how's the pod doing? I'm like, it's doing well. He's like, how's your brother doing? I was like, he's doing great. He's like, I love it. I love it. Keep on going. So hopefully in the future, we should have Derwin James on. Maybe in a longer form, but we'll see what happens. But all right, I know you guys are not here to talk to me. Matt, how you doing? Thank you so much for commenting. He just said bolt up, and he said getting Fulton back this weekend will be nice, which is a big addition for the Chargers, especially with what they're going to face. But I know you guys are not here to hear me speak. Let us bring in the main event of the evening, the guy that I know you guys love. You guys are here for him. He is keeps the machine going. Let's get him in here.
Let's go, baby. How can you not get hyped when you hear the glass break? Like that has to be number one WWE entrance theme song of all time, probably. Between that or the gong, I don't know what's more iconic, honestly.
Yeah, well, yeah, I know that. Those two, and then obviously when Triple H's song, dun, it's time to play the game.
Yeah. I would still, yeah.
Well, I mean, but that's the old school. Like,
Yeah.
that's why I give a lot of credit to Seth Rollins, because he goes, burn it, like The Rock, if you submit, like, it's
something to get them hyped early.
You have to get them hyped, and that's what I think some people know that they do. So, but yeah.
By the way,
all right,
Matt already coming in with heaters. I'm going to Moe's Sunday night after the game. What kind of shot we taking, Dan? If I'm taking shots, it's straight whiskey the whole time. I love whiskey, but we're not going to have a beer,
brother?
I'm only going to have beers on here when the Chargers lose, and they're not losing Sunday.
Oh, there you go. Bold prediction from Dan and Daygo.
They're not.
What's up, Angel? Angel, excited that you're here, Dan.
Let's go, my guy.
Angel, you have to recognize this time you didn't have to ask, hey, when's the glass breaking? Where is he? He is here. He is ready to go.
Exactly.
Dan, let's get it started. I have a surprise for you if you're ready.
Oh, geez. Let me
No,
sit up.
you love surprises.
See this, so I can see this.
All right, let's get it going.
Oh, yeah.
Go, Gus. Let's go, Julie. Go, Troy. Big day for yourself, JK. Big day for yourself. Let's go have a big day for yourself, Eli. Let's go, bud. That's great pass, pro, baby. Let's go. Woo, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Way to go, Beast. Hey, great pro. Hey. Tell those guys that was great pass, pro. Oh, yeah. Great pass, pro. Great pass, pro.
That's Dan.
Yeah, exactly.
pro. Woo! Slater! Great drive for pass pro, baby. Way to go. Way to go, kid. Great job. Great pass pro. Great
Dude,
pro.
I could watch this guy all day.
Great pro. Woo! Woo! Good job, Gus. You led it to that safety. Great job. Great job, lad. Great job, Josh. Way to go, fellas. Didi! Way to go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We back. We back. We back. We're back. We're back. Yeah. 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 Way to go, H2. Way to go, baby. Way to go, baby. Yeah. Great job. Great job. Great ass job. Out of way. Out of way. Out of way, Zai. Out of way. Slate. Way to go, baby. Yeah. Yeah. Woo! Out of way.
Dude, I
Okay,
could watch that all day.
I need
Straight
to.
into my veins, Frau.
We need to. Oh my God, Matt! Never seen anyone congratulate Rager for anything. That's a first. I think the Chargers need to do two things. One, they need to get him mic'd up for every single like game. If they lose, fine, go to the player that you had originally ready to go. But if the Chargers win, it has to be Jim's the one that they drop. There's no one that's going to be more entertaining than Jim.
Are they back? Are they doing the all-in again?
No, they're not.
What was that then? I wonder.
That was just a mic'd up.
Oh, that's all it was? Oh, okay.
Yeah, they still do mic'd up and everything. And what happened?
Look at Brett's comment. Oh my God.
Oh,
Brett,
my
but
God.
I don't know if you want me to read it. Brett,
No,
put-
do not read it.
Okay,
I'm sorry,
okay.
guys. That one we cannot read, to be honest. So,
That's a good one though, Brett. I'll give you that one. Hit the little
Yeah, that
ding.
was
Do we
really
have a
good.
ding on here or no?
I do not have a ding.
We need to get some sounds on here. Get the ding. Ding.
I'll do better. Bing bing bong.
I'll read it to myself. LOL. Yeah, I read it to myself. That thing was pretty damn funny. Because as soon as you put that, I just had the mental imagery of the video, and I just started laughing even harder.
Let me see.
Let's
Trying to find something for you real quick. Oh, here we go. I think this is the one that everybody keeps on. This is the part that everybody keeps on getting hyped about.
100%. One of those. I'm just pretending like I'm drawing a pass here. Hey, pretend like you're throwing a pass here. Like if you
Well, backside.
yes,
I mean, I could.
yes. Or the other side.
Or the other side. Both sides. And they're going to go empty. Herbert rolling to the right, and here he goes, Herbert into the end zone.
That's a beast! Beast mode, baby!
Justin Herbert puts the team on back and delivers.
I'm gonna have to watch this.
Oh my God!
I'm gonna have to watch this. You need to send me that link, Frown.
It's the best.
I could watch Jim Harbaugh all day. My God.
But that's what I'm
Everybody,
saying.
whoever's in the chat, is it still crazy to think and believe that Jim Harbaugh's the head coach? I wake up every morning with goosebumps thinking about it, dude.
Hold on.
Oh, you got more? Let's see what else you got.
Let me see if I can find it. Let's see.
Yeah, but honestly, it has been so refreshing to see this guy back on the sideline. You know, his level of intensity, his level of leadership. I just think he continues to elevate all these guys, man. I love watching Jim Harbaugh. Exactly. Eduardo put it best. Dream come true. Dream come true having freaking Jim Harbaugh as your head coach. You know, this also, Brett has a good comment here. Got to bring the pressure this week. Big matchup between Slater and Hendrickson. That's going to be the biggest key right there because, you know, for the most part, I think the Bengals have struggled defensively, and you know they're going to try and get after it with Herbert and everything else, bringing pressure and everything else. So that's going to be interesting to see. I'm wondering if he's going to go up against Joe Alt at all. That'll be interesting. But they have some guys up front, some linebackers also. I love what Jesse says right here. Yep, got to pinch myself every morning. I still can't believe it either, my guy. Absolutely. Okay, here we go. Oh.
Breaking. Jim Harbaugh is leaving Michigan to accept the head coaching job with the Los Angeles Chargers. The Chargers get their man while the national champions now have a head coach opening.
That's hilarious. I didn't know that's what you're looking for. Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. My God, that was one of the greatest days ever, dude.
Obviously a big weekend this weekend. We'll get into more. We'll get into that in a second with our special guest. He'll be joining us shortly. This is what Justin Herbert had to talk about pregame warmups with his head coach, Jim Harbaugh.
I still think it's awesome. We go out there for warmups, and you just know he's going to be there. You got no doubt that he's going to go out there and he's going to try and catch every single pass. And, it is kind of funny to go out there and understand that your head coach is catching passes for the quarterback. And, I think it means a lot to the quarterbacks. We go out there and we have fun with them, and we know that, this is everything to him. And so it's refreshing to see. You don't see that a whole lot, especially in the NFL. So have a guy like that, it's really cool.
He's just a dog, dude.
Yeah, I throw it to him as like I would anyone else. We got respect for him as a pass catcher, and we understand that he's a professional. And no, he gets the same pass as everyone else does.
That's funny. Got respect for him as a pass catcher. That's hilarious, dude.
He's shown a lot of personality. I mean, and I've known the personality. I mean, I've talked to the guy and everything for years, but I'm glad that now people are starting to see more of the personality and they're able to see what obviously everybody else has seen when it comes to Justin and how funny he is and what kind of a guy he is. So definitely a good for people to be seeing that as of right now. But Dan, what else did you? Oh, here we go. I forgot I had something for you. They posted something on the Chargers page that you'll love. Our Compas.
Let's do this. Yeah. Oh, nice.
Son los últimos 90 segundos de la primera mitad. Viene la presión y lo van a enterrar. Hakuna Matata.
Oh my God.
Lo atropelló. Se lo comió todo, enterito, y le dejó nomás una tumba, una lápida que dice, Here lies Levis.
Qué jugada, Adrián, porque va contra su hombre, que es Ratson, el guardia derecho, pero también tiene que pasar por el intento de bloqueo del tackle derecho que estaba en esa misma zona, como si no existiera.
That's hilarious, dude. They're so good at that, by the way. The way they get you all hyped up and everything else.
Yeah, no, it's just it's definitely, I mean, they're doing well right now with that, and obviously they're having
6-3, dude. My God, did you see the stat the other day that they haven't been 6-3 through 10 games or whatever weeks or whatever?
Well, if the Chargers
2009 or whatever,
if the Chargers hold them within 21 points or less, they'll be the first team since the 90 New York Giants that held their opponents to the first 10 opponents to less than 20 points. I don't know if they'll be able to do it, but Dan, here's your boy talking about your team today.
Numbers. That's not my boy.
That reminds me of a lesser version of the Chiefs.
Oh my God. I was about to use a word that would have gotten me killed, but
little light on weapons, excellent defense. Are they as good situationally as the Chiefs? Nobody in the world is. But they have had 5+ sacks in 3 straight games. It is remarkable. This was the worst defense in the league last year. Same players. They bring in Jesse Minter and a new head coach. They've had talent. They've had talent for years. Finally, Herbert has help.
I'm just glad he wasn't asking if Phillip Rivers was coming back this week or Phillip Rivers against Carson Palmer on Sunday or whatever. That's good to see that finally they were able to get that straight. But, like I said, what else you got?
Here's Justin Herbert dropping back. He's moving in the pocket.
Oh, look at that hole, dude. Yeah. Kills him. Bye-bye.
Did you see that hit at the end, Dan? Here he moves to the
better vision than half these running backs. My God. My God.
I love how Twitter started calling him Justin Herbert.
Oh yeah, instead of Lamar Jackson, yeah.
Right there is where you got nervous, didn't you?
Oh yeah, where he grabs
the leg, one where you got nervous.
Yeah, where he grabs the leg. Yeah. He tackles him right here by his leg. Yeah, that's where I was like, oh no, Lord, please don't do this to me. Yeah.
Oh my God.
They're playing with
What?
energy, dude. They're flying high right now. They just
And
need to
that's
keep
it.
rolling.
That's the thing about him too, is that now that Herbert's getting healthy, it's gonna help him move more in the pocket. It's gonna help him get better. By the way, I do have to address. Oh well, no, we'll address it after.
Yeah.
All right, let us get our special guest in here, and there's no better way to do it than with this song. Uncle Joe Reedy here. I knew you were gonna love that.
How you guys doing?
We're great. How about you? Don't worry. This isn't Montreal. I know that theme song has some connotations with getting screwed, but don't worry. We're good to go here.
That's good. Just waiting for the Lakers game to start.
Oh, there you go.
You're at.
By the way,
I didn't know.
on an off topic, did you watch the McMahon documentary or no?
I have not yet, but I've heard a lot of positive previews about it. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
think,
It was pretty interesting.
you know, one of these days when I get 2 or 3 days off, I can tune in and
There you
binge
go.
watch it.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and if the Chargers would blow anybody out, maybe you could watch it while we're waiting for the game to end. Uncle Joe, obviously you've been around the Cincinnati Bengals. You've covered them for years. You and Marv would have breakfast on Wednesdays. No, I'm just kidding. You guys would always all that. So, looking at this year's Bengals, why do you think, what's their biggest problem, and why are they 4-6?
Close losses. I think lack of a running game. I think the loss of Joe Mixon has made a huge impact. And I think offensive line has always struggled with Joe Burrow as the quarterback. I think even more so now, missing T. Higgins at times has been a huge impact, and I think defensively they're not at a level where they should be right now.
Uncle Joe, here you go. Jorge is back. He says, "Oh shit, they got Joe the Pimp Reedy on the pod."
Ready to roll, baby. Always ready to go, Uncle Joe.
By the way, well, go ahead.
If people thought I was dressed up like a pimp Sunday during the game, there was one guy from a undisclosed radio station that would have put all of us to shame.
Looking like Suge Knight out there is what I
Oh
thought.
my God, you better be careful. Death Row. Come to Death Row Records.
Go ahead, Dan.
Well, I was gonna ask how do you think the secondary is gonna fare against Jamar Chase? Because I think he's coming off a huge game he just had. Who'd they play last week? I think they played the Ravens, right? So how do you think, really, is there a way you think they're going to be able to slow down Jamar Chase this Sunday?
I think it's all with their pass pressure, like it's been the last 3 games. If they can get to Burrow and make him scramble and have the tight coverage, I think that's going to be a major impact. I mean, 18 sacks the last 3 weeks, 13 have come in non-blitz situations, which is encouraging to see too. So I think if they can continue to pressure Burrow, and it's kind of been a substandard offensive line, that's the best way to get at him. And right now the Bengals offense is one dimensional. It's kind of what Chargers fans were used to seeing the past 2-3 years. There's no run game. There's no semblance of a run game, and Joe Burrow has to put it up 40 to 50 times for them to have a shot at winning.
Now, when you say that's, I mean, isn't that essentially why Burrow's been hurt, and that's why he takes a lot of hits? He's obviously near the top of, and so is Herbert. Herbert's, I think, only 2 sacks away from Burrow on the most sack list. But their offensive line, just what do you think? Why have they not been able to fix this offensive line? Because it's been a mess. I feel like there's always a turning point. You're going to go one way or the other. When they decided they selected Jamar Chase instead of going with Penei Sewell, it felt like that was kind of indicative of maybe where their offensive line is going to be. But is maybe that was the turning point of why they haven't been able to fix their offensive line, or what do you think has been the biggest issue?
I mean, when Jamar Chase was a rookie, they got to the Super Bowl. So those of us who were in the pick Sewell over Chase camp were instantly proven wrong. And I mean, Jamar Chase for 4 years has done what he's supposed to do. And I mean, the Bengals have had cap space to where they should have been able to upgrade this offensive line like they should have. I mean, they paid a bunch of money for Orlando Brown Jr., and he's been plagued with injuries for the most part. So, I mean, they've tried. I think just the right mix hasn't happened. I mean, with the Chargers offensive line, you got 3 first-round picks, and for Herbert to be sacked as many times as he has, I don't think we expected that at the beginning of the year. We thought the offensive line would be a strength. It's gotten somewhat better. He didn't get sacked last week, but the amount of pressure and sacks that he's taken shouldn't be at a level they have so far.
Do you feel like it's also because of the way he's getting healthier and maybe he's moving better around the pocket and he's able to escape that? Because I think last week was the healthiest we've seen him yet. I mean, he showed a little bit against after the game New Orleans. He showed a little bit in Cleveland, but then I thought last week was the week where you really saw him like, hey, it's not down there. All right, boom, take off running. Do you feel like he's starting to get healthier?
Yeah, and I think they're also calling a few more designed run plays for him, which helps with the run blocking and everything too. I think when you've got a balanced offense where you have the potential to open up the run game and have the pass game too, that prevents teams from teeing off on you. And I think that's the problem right now with the Bengals. It's a one-dimensional offense. I know they brought in some running backs to work out this week, but who knows what type of effect they'll have in a primetime game like Sunday.
I saw it real quick, Dan, and I'll let you go.
Yeah.
I saw that they brought Xavier Howard in and they couldn't negotiate a deal. So that tells me Xavier's probably trying to hit for the fences, and the Bengals are like, we were thinking more of vet minimum.
Well, it's the Bengals way.
Yeah. Hey, they got an indoor facility now, I think, right? Or no?
Yeah, I think they got the bubble. I don't think they've got to go to the University of Cincinnati as much anymore, like they would have. Before UC built the bubble, they had to go to a indoor soccer facility in Mason and bus 20 miles up north, where we all wondered if after doing that, on the way back, did they stop at Burger King or anything, since they all had to get on the bus and do that. I mean, that's lack of an indoor facility. Let's be honest. That's one of the reasons why Carson Palmer left, because they promised him an indoor facility for many years, and it's like, it ain't gonna happen.
Well, especially because it snows.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, it snows out there, right?
Oh yeah, snow, cold.
Yeah, exactly. So you would need it. One thing I was going to ask you, I know the Chargers offense have struggled scoring. And I think if I'm right, the Bengals defense have struggled in containing their opponents. What do you think is one of the keys for the Bengals to try and slow down this Charger offense?
Probably try to up the pressure a little bit. I think that they've given up a lot of big plays, which and sustained drives. They just can't get off the field. I think it kind of resembled the Chargers defense of the past couple years in terms of those
Oh
areas.
yeah, don't even get me started. Yeah, my God, that was so hard to watch sometimes. Jeez.
But I do think that there's going to be opportunities. I think they should be favored to win this. It begins an interesting run of 4 or 5 weeks with highly ranked quarterbacks and everything, where Bud Dupree with the quote of the season. Hopefully not piss down the leg and everything.
Yeah.
Which I actually used that for the story today.
I'm using it for my story tomorrow. So
you know what's funny though? Like, and honestly, sorry to cut you off. I thought that whole narrative was so silly to me when I heard it for the first time.
Partially, because when you look at the quarterbacks that they've faced, Mahomes and Bo Nix are the only ones who have started all their team's games.
Yeah.
I think 18th or 19th is the highest ranked quarterback in terms of passer rating that they beat. They haven't exactly faced a murderer's row of quarterbacks. Now, murderer's row in terms of bad, yes.
Yeah, of course.
You play the games. You play the games as the schedule's lined up.
Yeah, yeah. The other thing I was going to say was like the reason why I personally thought it was ridiculous was because I've seen them before make those, lower tier quarterbacks all of a sudden into goddamn all pros. They made them look good, and you know what I mean? And they got aired out and everything else. So that's why, like, in my mind, at least in the eye test, you could tell they're playing with some juice and they're getting after it. It's not that they're playing, obviously, like you said, you have to play whoever's in front of you. But, they were still flying around. They were doing what they needed to do. They weren't really giving up big plays or anything else. So that was the only reason why I thought, you could tell drastically this is a new defense compared to the years past.
But I do think, just looking at the next gen stats, the couple areas that concern me with the Chargers defense is they play one of the highest rates of split safety coverage in the league, and Burrow has excelled against that, and also Chase has really excelled in facing zone coverage this year, and the Chargers are in the top 5 in terms of zone coverage rates.
Yeah, this is a weekend where they might throw something different at them, and they're getting Christian Fulton back, but it's definitely been interesting to watch the development of Tarheeb Still and Cam Hart and those guys, because Cam Hart looks like a prototypical corner of what Jim Harbaugh wants: physical, aggressive. He's willing to challenge. He's willing to do things like that. What is that? Because I remember when Tarheeb Still was drafted, a lot of fans are like, "Who is this?" Or not fans, experts and stuff. I remember he got a C- grade by one, and obviously he's only a couple of games in. But just what have you thought about the way those two rookies have been able to handle themselves during, obviously, Asante Samuel Jr. is on IR, and then obviously you have Christian Fulton, who's been dealing with something. By the way, I kind of feel like, yes, he might have been hurt, but I feel like they thought we can save him and make him wait until the Bengals game. But what have you thought about the way those two rookies have attacked it?
Well, I mean, you look at safety too. Alohi Gilman missed a couple games, and Moulton came in and played well. I mean, the fact that they've been able to put as many people in the secondary and still play as well as they have, I think speaks to the coaching ability of Jesse Minter and Steve Klinkscale, and also, this front seven. It's a very solid front seven. I mean, Puna Ford, Tito Abonia, Dayon Henley. I mean, what the F was the previous coaching staff doing with Dayon Henley and Tito Abonia that all of a sudden they've made this massive leap forward? I mean, that must be just sheer stupidity or incompetence, or just wedded to a philosophy and not adjusting.
Well, Otito was hurt to his extent, but that's what Dayon told me at his that's what he told me at his camp. He was like, they kept on telling me, we have a plan for you, but then they were starting guys that I'm like, why are they playing him instead of me? Like, I feel like I'm better equipped for this, and they just never did. And right now he's what? Top 10 in top 15, top 10 in tackles. He's flying. By the way, the Chargers finally have linebackers that can recognize a screen pass.
Yeah, for
he
real.
He keeps on recognizing screen passes, and you're like, wow, okay. So he definitely has been he's definitely been a guy that you're like, oh wow, because there was questions. Everybody thought that Junior Colson was going to come straight in and take over that spot next to Denzel. And Dayon said, don't forget about me. And he's really taking that position and kind of flown with it.
Yeah, and I think, Junior has been nicked up with some injuries, and also the time he missed in training camp pushed him back. But I also think just the depth at the defensive line and linebacker, have done wonders. I mean, how many years before this year did we bemoan the lack of depth on the
Oh
defense
my
and how
God, yeah.
paper thin it was?
Oh my God.
And now you can go 18, 19 deep on this defense and everybody's contributing.
Eli Apple played against the Browns. He played the third most snaps, and everybody's like, wait, he played? Like, nobody knew that Eli Apple had played that many snaps in that Browns game, but they were able to make it work, and credit to Jesse Minter. And I heard Jim Harbaugh on the Pat McAfee show, and he basically said, yeah, he's going to do really well coaching next year somewhere when he's one of the hot commodities. But I'm actually interested to see what Jesse decides to do. Like if they get to the AFC Championship or something, and they were a couple plays away, would that that hunger burn and him say, you know what? I appreciate all the head coaching. I want to try this one more time with money, with all this stuff, and let's go try and win a championship. Because, I mean, some of the teams that I'm looking at right now, I'm kind of like, well, why would you want any? I mean, there's only like 3 jobs that I mean, nobody's been fired yet, but there's only probably 3 jobs that I see. And I'm like, oh, okay, those are decent. But I don't know what you think. But it's so funny how 3 or 4 games in, Charger fans are kind of already freaking out. Wait, Jesse Minter's going to leave if he does well. What are we doing? So it's just funny to see the freak out from everybody.
I mean, it could be a Ben Johnson type play.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's what I was gonna say.
And I mean, yeah, Harbaugh. And I mean, he's going to cancel with counsel with both Harbaugh's.
Harbaugh's going to cancel those plans.
Yeah, exactly.
Put up the big X.
Counsel, and he's going to tell him. He'll probably tell him, I don't know about that job, or maybe not that job, or stuff like that. So yeah, no, any of that stuff could happen, and who knows? Maybe Harbaugh says, hey, Dino, I need another blank check to write this guy to make him the highest paid. Because I think Steve Spagnuolo right now is the highest paid coordinator in the NFL. So I'm sure he'd want to try and do something like that.
And I was going to say, too, like when it comes to those things, you know, I think Ben Johnson, personally, I think he's been the smartest one out of a lot of these guys. Because when you take a head coaching job, you got to go to a place that fits you the best. You know what I mean? You can't just take it thinking it's the only opportunity you're going to get, because that's how you fail. Because sometimes guys just aren't meant for certain organizations or whatever because of conflicting philosophies. And how many times haven't we seen it where, you know, at one point the owners start hating the coach or the GM or whatever? You just got to find the right opportunity. That's why I don't think he would leave it a little bit, especially too. It's his first year in the NFL. Is he really ready to be a head coach in the NFL after 1 year? That's the only thing also.
Well, and we kind of saw somebody who came here after 1 year as a defensive coordinator, and that didn't work out too well. So
in the way all the throwbacks. In the words of the New Day, whoo.
I mean, every case is different, but I think with Minter too, does he have enough of a Rolodex to get a staff? And put that together. I think that's the biggest key.
Yeah, and that's always the issue there when that happens, because he's only new. He might not know that many people, and he might try and do something else. But you know what? I have a clip for you. Our good friend James from Cincinnati, he was able to get Burrow, James Rapine. He was able to get a sound clip of Burrow talking about him and Chase's relationship. Let's hear this.
You know, when you have a guy like that, if you're not finding ways to get in the ball, then he maybe isn't going to let you know directly, but he'll let you know in his way for sure.
What's his way?
It depends. Sometimes it's headlines. Sometimes it's individual conversation in the locker room. Sometimes it's through you guys. You know, there's a lot of different ways that a receiver can tell you, hey, get me the fucking ball.
That's hilarious. He seemed kind of weird though at first. Then he kind of picked it up, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, also today he was very good talking about Justin Herbert and the two of them spending time at the combine in 2020, and he's like, You know, I think we would be friends if we spent time together, but we don't.
Good. They can be friends after the season. No, nothing friendly about this game. It's just straight business, Uncle Joe. I got a bet to win. I made a bet with a buddy for beer and wings that the Chargers were making the playoffs. So I need them to be like them Crimson Tide under Nick Saban, and it's just another business week. Let's go.
I mean, if they're 7-3 after 10 games, I mean, I think even the most optimistic of Chargers fans would back in May would have taken that.
Oh yeah, 100%. I personally think you win 10 games, you're in the playoffs. Probably. I don't think anything's really.
With the way the AFC is, I can see that to where maybe that last seed is with 9 wins.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
I feel like even if Cincinnati loses on Sunday, I still feel like they can get into the playoffs.
Oh,
but I mean,
yeah.
it is going to cost them an arm and a leg to get in there, but I still feel like they can get in there. Why don't you tell them about your other bets with Eric?
Oh, I'm 1-0 against Eric so far. The first bet was that Justin Fields would start before the trade deadline, so I cashed that one in pretty quick. God bless Danger Russ over there. The second bet, though, he wanted a little redemption. He bet that the Rams will make the playoffs, and I said no, and that one's over pizza. So I'm hoping now every week I'm just a Ram hater. I need them to lose. That way I can go 2-0 against Eric.
People when that Justin Fields trade was made thought I was nuts for saying that Fields had a shot to start week 1.
Oh,
and it ended up happening.
Especially with the tape that he put out in Denver. Like, who would have expected him to start really? Like, he looked terrible in Denver. Absolutely terrible.
But I give him credit. He's 3-0 as a starter now in Pittsburgh.
Don't get me started. I'm pissed.
Uncle Joe, well, you know what? Speaking of Eric, you want to know what kind of song? Have you seen the clip of us bringing him on or no?
No.
Oh, I
Eric,
love this.
You're going to love this. As a WWE guy. Look at this.
He's here.
Well, wrong
Your
one.
brother, Undertaker. He's here. Step up, bring it.
Yeah, Eric G. Williams is in the house. Eric.
In the house.
How y'all doing? I never had walk-up music, so I feel blessed right now.
He feels blessed.
Gotta bless him.
He'll be there Sunday, by the way.
You guys have a way of doing that.
Oh yeah, we gotta have some fun with it, dude. The other day on Tuesday we were watching clips from the Stooges on Fox, and they're talking about players who haven't been on the team for years, and I'm like, dude, these guys just are boring. They don't know anything. Like, my God, dude.
By the way, has Acho continued his reign of terror against Herbert, or has he quieted down on that?
He's been very quiet.
Come on, Uncle Joe. He's going to look like a madman if he keeps running his mouth about the son of Odin. Everybody knows that guy's just hot air. He just wastes oxygen. You know, we can't plant enough trees to help us out, dude. I can't stand that guy. That guy's an idiot.
Uncle Joe, this weekend, I feel like what's going to be really key. I know everybody's going to talk about trying to match. I feel like with the Jim Harbaugh team, like in the past, maybe you would have seen like Cincinnati scoring a touchdown, the Chargers try and match him, go back and forth.
Wow.
I think what Jim's going to try and make them do is play their style of football, which is going to be Gus Edwards and J.K. I feel like we're going to see a heavy set of J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards. The way Gus Edwards came back and played last week,
finally,
five and a half yards a carry. And with the Bengals defense beat up and not having that good of a defense, is it fair to say that you feel like they're gonna try and run the ball down their throats and control the clock that way?
Yeah, control the clock. You know,
keep Burrow on the sideline.
Yeah, punch and jab a little bit with the runs, and then try to get the 15 to 20 yard completions to Palmer or Johnson or McConkey, which has been working so far.
Would you ever believe that you would have added Johnston into what you're saying, Uncle Joe?
I was about to ask you about that. What have you thought of his emergence? Are we finally back?
I like him. you know, a lot of rookies, especially receivers, when you come in as a rookie, you're basically living 2 years in one with the combine and off-season workouts and your senior or your junior year in college. That's a heavy for almost any rookie, but especially at receiver. I mean, you know, I think we've seen Ladd slow down a little bit over the past couple weeks where maybe the wall's catching up to him. But, you know, Quentin's finally showing the promise that many thought he would.
Uncle Joe, do we need to let you go? LeBron James just walked off the court into the locker room.
Yes, you do.
Okay. Thank you. That was Uncle Joe Reedy. Appreciate you, Uncle Joe. See you Sunday. I'm glad I was able to bring that to you. So have a good one, Uncle Joe.
No problem. Take care.
Play some outro music. See you later.
That
was hilarious.
I'm like, hey, do we have to let you go? Yes, you do.
That was hilarious.
All right. Thank you to Joe Reedy for jumping on with us.
Shout out.
Always fun
Shout out.
having him on.
Are we super
and-
zoomed in right now? Is this the way we always look?
Yeah.
Oh,
wait,
dude,
no. Hold on.
I've been tripping out, dude. I don't know
No,
what it is.
no. You're right.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't just me.
There we go.
Oh, here we go. Our food expert. Wait, hold on. It was Jay, but he said it was a different name, right?
It was Hugh before, and now he's Jay.
Oh,
Yeah.
cheesesteaks are bomb, dude. We had some in Philly that were super bomb. I love those.
Oh, yeah, they were really good. Dan, ready for some film?
Some film? All right, let's see it.
All right. This is gonna probably be more negative than positive.
Oh, I can't do it. Give me 2 plays then. Give me 2 plays if
right.
it's negative. I can't watch it.
Dan, how are you gonna start a podcast after a win and be negative?
Oh, don't even, I'm glad you brought that up. That's one thing I want to say, okay? I saw a comment last week about something like that, about starting off negative with a win. The thing about this program, as you guys can tell, we're here to have a good time. We're here to shoot the shit. Did you just take me off? Am I not here anymore? I'm still there? Okay.
No, I moved. Sorry, I moved it.
We're here to shoot the shit. We're here to have a good time. But we're going to be real. It doesn't matter if they win or lose. We're going to be real. If there's problems, we need to talk about problems. You know what I'm saying? We got to be able to just see it with a clear eyes or clear mind.
Yeah.
Okay?
No, and the thing is that right away we had to mention those two drops by the tight ends.
Oh yeah,
Those two drops by the tight ends
worst
were
damn tight end group in America. The worst.
What would they have been? Take away, it would have been 14 instead of 6, so add 8 more points. They would have scored 35. That would have been their first 30-point night. Have they scored 30 points in a game? I don't know. They haven't. That would have been their first 30.
I was about to say,
what
are you thinking they score 30 points on Sunday? Struggling defense?
No, they're going to be. No, I think they'll be right around where they've been, 28.
You said it was Hugh, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Hugh, where'd you get your cheesesteak from? If you didn't get the authentic one, is it the Costco one?
All right,
having
Dan,
a great night. How about you, Hugh?
Let us get into this. All right, Dan,
show me
check
2
this out.
plays. Show me 2 plays. I can't watch the bad. I can't see the son of Odin take hits. It drives me crazy.
All right, this is Jeffrey Simmons right here.
Probably on
with
Zion,
the red gloves.
Oh, geez. The biggest problem is he never steps in front of him. This is a problem I've been having a little bit recently. I don't know why in the pass pro, like, you've got to step in front of your defender. Then it looks like he falls for a little bit of the okie doke. But let's just say you get there, right? Right your hips or right his hips and force him to run the hoop. You know what I mean? Like, widen him out, turn into a down block. He's not even moving his feet. His feet are stopped. Like, that's just a huge, huge, huge problem. It's unbelievable, dude. You can't have that. You have to be able to adapt. The biggest thing in the pass pro. They're going to try and razzle dazzle. They're going to try and get your eyes in other places. You got to be able to have an answer when they try and get on your hip and get side to side.
All right, here is Jeffrey Simmons on like Jamari Salyer and Joe.
Yeah. This is, look at that double team. I like this. Oh, God. Bozeman drunk at a bar, Frown. Did you see that? He got tossed out of there by the bouncer. Get out the club is what he said. Get out the club. Look at that. Jeez Louise. Sawyer sustained the block.
What did you
My
think of
God.
Alt? His when he that's a good. I mean, that was good, wasn't
He's
it?
just too tall. I just don't like if you go back and freeze it when he's about to strike the other guy. He does this weirdo 80s move where he forearms. He does this. You don't want to do that, right? Use your hands, lock in, strike the pad. And the problem is he doesn't run his feet because there's a hole there if he just turns that into a down block. But he kind of bounces off, ricochets, and then he gets TFL'd or no gain. Yeah. You need to use your hands, dude. Use your damn hands. Oh,
All right, he's
geez.
again over Sawyer.
Oh, geez. I already don't like that he turns his shoulders. Oh, my God. Was this a screen? It looks like it was a screen. I hope so. If not, that would worry me that he just lets them through. Oh, it is a screen. Okay, that's not bad. Jesus, but no one blocks this guy. Oh, my God. Was that Casey Simmons?
Yeah, Jeffrey
Simmons? Who's Casey Simmons? Why do I have that name in my
know.
head? Jeez Louise. How much does that guy weigh? He almost killed this fool. My
And that's your
God.
boy, J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah, what the hell's going on there, dude?
All right, now he's against Zion again.
Oh, you're trying to ruin my night. Ruin my night. There you go. That's not bad. What is that, dude? Like,
You were about to say that's not bad.
yeah, well, I just saw, like, I just don't understand what his aim point is. Either, I honestly think Zion ran the wrong play. Go back.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
If you look at Slater,
He looks like he's
aim
about to go
point-
over and get.
It looks like, see right here, everybody, so you can see this. Pause it. Go back. Go back.
Okay,
Pause it.
sorry.
When they start the double team. When they start the double team, maybe a little bit more. Okay, play it. I'll tell you right there. Okay, from the different angles, right? You guys can kind of see this. It looks like Sawyer thinks it's inside zone because he's trying to cut him off, and it looks like Zion thinks it's outside zone and he's trying to reach. That's a BFD, which means big fucking deal. That's a problem right there. You got to know what the hell's going on, dude. You got to know what the play is. You know, I don't know if it's true or not. I'm just a stooge on I was about to say on TV. I'm just a stooge on YouTube. I don't know what play was called, but, you know, something clearly is wrong here. If they have two different aim points, and then on top of that, he's running it right into the A gap. Press play. I think he does go A gap. Or it's like a counter. It looks like a tackle. Oh, it looks like a tackle trap, tackle counter. Yeah, because Alt pulls through. But either way, like his aim point's way off, dude. Way off. His aim point's way off. That A gap's wide open, dude. Instead of stepping across, flipping, trying to close it. Why do you show me negative things? I can't do this.
All right,
Just hurts
now
my
let's
heart
go with
frown.
the positive.
I need a son of Odin flying, baby. Fly. Fly.
All right, positive.
Killer. Let's do that.
Just makes sense. I formation.
Oh, just makes sense. Oh, I'm glad it just makes sense. Wow, Sawyer playing with some juice. Okay.
Matlock is played better lately.
Yeah, he has. He has looked a little bit better. But like the thing is that people don't understand. Like I thought it was kind of stupid that they were shitting on him. I'm like, dude, like people don't understand. This guy hasn't played an offensive position probably since high school. Like everybody needs to relax. Like it takes time. But yeah, that was good right there. I like that. Perfect aim points. Cut him off. Let's see this.
Look at that. He knows exactly what's going on, Dan.
Who does? The son of Odin?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course he does. He's the best, dude. Oh. O'Reilly. That looks like a power. I like that.
Well, have you noticed Zion kind of
God.
takes out one guy, two guys. Like he helps
Yeah.
Lad McConkey. Lad McConkey
Yeah.
blocked into 50.
Yeah.
Look at how quickly that opens up. And then he was kind of patient.
Oh, yeah. As fast as it opens, it closes. My God. I think that's why I'm telling you this, honestly. Casey Simmons that's hilarious. I honestly think whenever they get the guys in here that they want, this offense is going to be so scary, dude. Being
okay,
so physical and running the football, like, my God.
Watch the linebackers on this play.
Yeah.
They bite and they bite hard.
Well, that's what a successful run game does, dude. That's what people don't understand. That's why you want to have a successful run game. It opens up the middle of the field, especially if you sneak guys behind those linebackers who are coming up field. Look, 1, 2, 3 steps. You sneak someone down there, boom, we're ready to go.
You bring the boom.
I like that. No, I don't do that. I hate those people. I like seeing positive things, though. I like this. This is the propaganda I need.
Drops 50 points on the Wizards.
I don't know who that is. I
That
don't watch
tall
basketball.
kid, the French.
I don't even care. It doesn't even matter. You're wasting your time on me.
If
That's
you
a
know
nice little power.
Are with
That's
Gus
a-
Edwards running the football.
He looked good. He looked good last week. I was glad to
Yeah.
see that. He finally playing with some juice. That looked good. I like that. I like when they do well. Let's just keep doing that.
Dan, like we were mentioning earlier, oh damn. One of the biggest factors that I was telling you about was that, and we talked about it right now with Uncle Joe. And if you guys didn't watch that interview with Uncle Joe Reedy, make sure you guys check that out because
I'm just going to interrupt real quick to answer Brett's question.
Yeah,
Baseball or basketball? I say neither. That is their soccer. Those two are terrible sports. I'm not watching either.
So according to
Exactly, Brett. It doesn't matter. Football is here.
according to PFF Ravens, the most pressures in week 10. Matabuke 10, Kyle Van Noy 9, Odafe Owen tied for 7. So Dan, what that tells me is that their pass rush was getting to Joe Burrow almost instantly.
Oh,
And
yeah.
that means
Yeah.
that that's what the Chargers are going to have to do this weekend.
Yeah.
They are going to have to pressure him. And like Uncle Joe said, they're getting most of their sacks off of just 4-man fronts and without having to blitz.
They haven't been able to figure it out, dude. For the 4 or 5 years that Burrow's already been there, they have not been able to figure out the situation up front.
Oh, LeBron James is back on the court.
No
so-
one cares. No
Well,
one cares.
just for Uncle Joe and
No
the fact
one
that he didn't have
cares.
to.
No one cares. Basketball's irrelevant. It hasn't been good since Kobe retired. I don't watch it. It's not good.
But that's what they're going to have to do, Dan. They're going to have to, again, like we said with Uncle Joe, run the football.
Yeah.
You're going to have to stay disciplined on defense. And you're going to need to disrupt Joe Burrow. Make him nervous. Make him jittery in the pocket. And force him into turnover. That's another thing. Joe Burrow barely turns the ball over. He's only turned it over 4 times. So they're going to need to be smart with it. And I another thing I feel like they're going to have to do, Dan, is something that we saw from the Houston Texans on Jared Goff the other day. Get the hands up. Get the hands up, pop the ball up, and hopefully you cause interceptions and turnovers like that. So, I definitely think this is a winnable game for the Chargers. Again, they're gonna have to stay disciplined. They're gonna have to do what they do, and they're really gonna have to. But this is they can do this.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing also defensively, you have to get your hands on these receivers. Do not let Jamar Chase get a running start to go deep middle of the field or whatever else. If you can disrupt the timing, I think that's going to go a long way. You've got to be physical with these guys coming across the middle and everything else. You cannot give free releases. Like, the bad boy Pistons, you say, nothing for free. You come in the paint, you're going to pay a price, baby. That's what you got to do. You have to be physical with these guys and disrupt their timing. That's going to be the biggest thing.
Oh, Hugh, you're going to be there at the game? Have fun, man. That's going to be...
Shout out, Hugh. Have a good time. Go be our good luck charm.
That's going to be... that definitely is going to be fun.
I love what Joseph says right here. Anxiety is going to kick my ass the next coming weeks. Yeah, we got some tough games coming up. But don't you worry, my guy. Right? Don't worry. Jim Harbaugh's the coach, baby. I ain't worried about nothing anymore. Nothing. Nothing. We going to be A-okay.
Dan, well, you already saw the video. Never mind.
What? Okay.
No, I was going to talk about how they blocked that punt, but there's no sense bringing that back.
Yeah.
You know what? I did not see this.
What?
Dan, when Joey got his sack on Sunday?
Yeah.
Did you see what they did? Him and Tully?
Third down on 14, and Levis take it down again. That time.
Fusion. There you go from Dragon Ball Z. Dan.
I'm not trying to, use profanity for now. I don't care. Get the sack, celebrate, be excited. I don't care about your anime or whatever. Never been a fan. Uncle Jam, I'm still working on it. He said, Dan, how's the Coke sponsorship coming along? I'm working on that. Don't you worry. I keep sending him requests.
Of a lifetime on November 23rd, a shot at the AEW World Championship. All your friends.
What did he say? Go back to Roman?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. By the way, if you're in here right now, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Give it a like. Give it a like. Helps your compas out with the algorithm and everything else. Don't forget to hit the like. Don't forget to check out the merch store. It's getting cold. Go find a hoodie. Absolutely great hoodies, dude. Don't you worry. We're going to hook you up over there. Just go out to the merch store, wherever the link is. Probably in the description or somewhere. I'm not super sure. You want to get into predictions? You ready to go?
Did you
freeze?
see?
No. I was about to say, is it the Dan and Daygo hour?
No. Did you see? I left you alone with Uncle Joe for a little bit.
Yeah,
did you saw what Mike Williams posted about the taking a shot at Aaron Rodgers?
You need Angels or no XL on the store. Is that what you're saying? You need size XL, or are you saying me? Because I've gained a little weight. Well, you don't need to take shots at me now. But yeah, is there no XL on the store? Is that what you're saying?
Well, we have to get rid of the other hoodies to buy new hoodies or to get new hoodies coming in. So I think it's only for plus size gentlemen but
we can figure that out.
Well, Mike kind of took a shot at.
I did hear something about that. Someone made a comment.
Okay, so Aaron Rodgers was like, "Oh, it's fine. I like Mike," and that was basically all he said.
What is he gonna say? Yeah, what is he gonna say?
Yeah, what is he supposed to say? But all right, let us get into our predictions. Well, first, who is your X Factor?
I was gonna go with screw it all crop top it. My God. My X Factor. Shit, I had one earlier. Oh, I'm gonna say Gus Edwards. I'm hoping he rides the high that he had a good game last game. And I think really if he starts really getting after it, averaging 4 yards a carry and everything else, I think that's really gonna, put the Bengals on their heels, and that's gonna be good for the Chargers. So I'm gonna go with Gus Edwards.
Did you took the one I'm writing? Flexecution. Basically, he wrote on what was it? Hold on.
Twitter, right?
No. He was on Instagram, and he basically wrote hashtag red line. Basically, when Aaron Rodgers threw the interception against when he threw the interception in the Jets game against, I think it was a night game.
It was somebody.
Yeah, it was a night game. I can't remember which one, but he threw a pick and he said that Mike ran the wrong route, that he needed to be on the red line or something. So Mike scored that game-winning touchdown for the Steelers. And he put hashtag red line. So he was basically trolling.
I love what Uncle Jam says right here. My X Factor is Hilberto not picking the Bolts. Hashtag Hilberto curse. That's beautiful. I love it. My guy. I love it.
You know what? I'll pick his teammate and his partner in crime. I will go with J.K. Dobbins. I think J.K. Dobbins. No. You know what? No, I'm going to choose it. I'm going to go different. I'm going to go Christian Fulton. Christian Fulton was teammates with Jamar Chase at LSU. They were teammates in high school. They've been friends for years, and I feel like Christian Fulton is going to need to do a really good job against Jamar Chase, because essentially, and I don't mean to be disrespectful to the Bengals or anything, but like Jamar Chase is their guy. Like that's the guy, that's the engine that keeps that team going. And I know they have Mike Gesicki and they have T. Higgins, but T. Higgins, we don't even know if he was limited today. They don't know. I mean, it's always an up and down with him if he's going to make a business decision or if he's hurt or whatever. So no, and that's not taking a shot. That's just being honest. So I think it's Christian Fulton. How do you see this one playing out?
The Chargers are going to win. Chargers win. Gotta have a stroke, but the Chargers are going to win. Oh, you seem like you want to go the other way.
I do, but then I don't, because I feel like the Chargers defense or Chargers offense has gotten better. I feel like they're finding the rhythm a little bit. I feel like there is not so much of an emphasis on Greg Roman anymore, because they know that the guys are. I think it's now the emphasis on the guys, because Greg Roman schemed Hayden Hurst open.
Yeah,
Hayden Hurst dropped it.
Yeah, I think part of it is also. Oh my bad.
He
Keep
schemed.
going.
What's the other? Will Dissly open.
Yeah,
he's not open. The guy had his arm on him, but still,
could have caught the ball.
Yeah, it could have caught the ball. So I feel like it's now on the players a little bit, and I feel like Greg has actually done a really good job as of late. So I think the Chargers offense will pick it up. I think, like we said with Uncle Joe, there's a reason why they've been having 9 to 10 minute drives. This is where they're going to need to have 9 and 10 minute drives. This is where they're going to have those long drives. These next few weeks, they're going to have to gut it out. They're going to have those long drives. And you know what? I'll say that they are going to do it on Sunday. I say that they leave Jamar Chase. And again, they could score a touchdown in one play. The
Bengals. Yeah.
But I feel like the Chargers defense is so tough and they're so gritty. And man, when I saw what Bud Dupree said to Chris Rim and myself, he was serious. So I'll say Chargers 28, Bengals 20.
There you go. And I think the other thing is too,
because the Eagles defense was able to slow them down.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago, the Eagles. Well, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, I think the other part is too, you kind of see the tale of two tapes, right? Or two different sides of the coin, where I think the Chargers have won for the most part their close games, and the Bengals, just from the little I've seen, they've lost most of those close games. So I think right now, I think the Chargers can do it. I think they're going to go on a little bit of a run, and they're going to make the playoffs 100%.
Saquon had 22 carries for 108 against them. Jalen Hurts went 16 of 20, 236. A.J. Brown, 5 catches, 84. Devonta Smith, 6 catches, 85, and a touchdown. And then obviously on the other side, Jamar Chase had 9 catches, but only for 54 yards. Tackling is going to be huge in this too, Dan.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that we haven't talked about. So I feel like tackling is going to be huge. If they can bring, oh my God, Uncle Jam's Army. Yeah, you freaking threw me under the bus, drove it, and then you got out of the car and apologized. But I think tackling is going to be huge because the Baltimore Ravens cannot tackle. Their guys weren't tackling Jamar Chase. Chargers do tackle, and I think the Chargers, they do get to all hats to the ball. So I'll say that they do get there, and I think the Chargers do win 20. What did I say? 27? No, 28 to 20. Yeah, I feel like that's going to be the score, and it's going to be a fun, exciting game. And who knows? Maybe it's one of those games where it's 28 to 10 going into the fourth quarter, and the Bengals score 1 touchdown at the end to kind of get to make it look closer the way kind of the Chargers have been doing it.
There you go.
But again, I think it's going to be a tough, hard-fought game. I think the Chargers.
It's the men's league. All games are hard.
I know. I feel like the Chargers are going to feel this on Monday and Tuesday, the next day, but they know what's coming up.
More importantly,
after this, so
they're going to reach up and grab that sumbitch and bring it in, baby.
Yeah. So there you go. There you have it. The Chargers Bengals preview. Again, thank you so much to Uncle Joe. Thank you so much
for
jumping on. And it was definitely awesome to have him on, and always good to chat with all you guys. You guys are all awesome. I mean, honestly, it's awesome that you guys all jump in here and
building this little Compas community.
Yeah,
Shout out to Hugh, Angel, Joseph, Uncle Jam's Army, Flexecution. Who else am I missing? Brett, shout out. Jesse, shout out. Let's see who else am I missing. Jorge, shout out. Forgive me if I butcher this name. Matushka 78, shout out. And the list goes on.
Yeah, people, please hit the like button. Please hit the like button.
That's right.
Matt, hey, you know what? I forgot to tell you guys. You guys were awesome on Sunday. You guys were all hitting the like button. We had a bunch of likes on here.
Yeah.
Please, let's continue hitting that like button. Let's subscribe.
Help us out.
Thank you, Brett.
There you go.
You guys honestly
out.
help us out so much with that stuff, telling us, hey,
Shout
don't
out,
forget to
Brett.
subscribe. The merch, Angel's always a big merch guy, so thank you, Angel. Brett's always
Shout
a big
out,
subscribe
Uncle
guy,
Jam.
and Jorge's a all-arounder. So you guys are awesome. Please hit that like button. It would definitely help us out. And guys, Sunday, please join us. I know it's going to be late. I know a lot of you guys have work the next day. We would appreciate it. I'm going to try and get out of the locker room as quickly as I can.
Shout out,
Hopefully
Angel.
by 9 o'clock, we are jumping on and talking. It'll only be about a 20 to 25-minute show because
Shout out, Joseph.
I have to jump on the road and get back to San Diego. But hopefully you guys are. Oh, Angel's going to go to the game. Hey,
Shout
Joe,
out.
how you doing? He said, "Who day?"
Day.
Joe, welcome in here. We
Welcome,
love
Joe.
everybody. So yeah, if you guys could, I know it's gonna be a late game, but as soon as I'm out of the locker room, we'll jump on. We'll have the discussion, and then it'll be quick, and then I'll head on home. But again, we appreciate you guys so much. You guys are awesome. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
There you go.
Let everybody know. Juan, thank you so much.
Shout out, both of them.
Dan, before we go, I got one last thing for you.
Well, let's see. I don't get tired of seeing that, dude. I do not get tired of seeing straight into my veins. Straight in there, baby.
All the
Let's freaking
suffering.
go.
12 years of it.
I know, for real. That's how I feel. That's how I feel right there. I've done my waiting. Yeah, I know, right?
All right, Dan,
Finally.
get us out of here.
Don't forget to hit the like button. Oh, damn it. I messed that up. Don't forget to hit the like button. Check out the merch store. Shout out to all you in here. We're building a great community. This is not possible without all of you. We love each and every single one of you. Shout out to Brett. We got to get some Modelos either way. Who cares? By the way, be a compa, tell a compa, have a great free.